Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Welcome to your demise.
Hi.
Welcome. Unacceptable.
Oh no, it's
Hello.
acceptable. I checked.
I accept it.
Yep.
Hello,
2 against
everybody.
1. We accept you. Hello, hello. Welcome
So-
to another episode of Hanging Out. Yes.
So, in case you haven't read the title of the stream, we are going to be workshopping that subclass that we worked on several weeks ago. And
Yep.
trying to give it the soul that it lacked.
Yeah. For those of you who weren't there the last time, it's like we definitely had some good ideas going, but like compared to all of the other subclasses we had been working on, it was like Gavin said, it was lacking soul. Like it didn't have a lot of flavor to it, like to really make it stand out and feel good. But we've got some ideas, and we figured we could like start brainstorming them and fleshing it out a little bit more.
So, you have bonded with a powerful beast of burden.
Mine's a pig.
That would actually be pretty dope, a dwarf riding around a boar or something.
No, a big plump pink pig. Curly tail and all. But so kind of like the idea we had, because before it was kind of just following like you have a beast and then that's it. Kind of
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool. It's like you can accomplish most of the things that we were talking about just by being a Beastmaster Ranger. So why not switch it up a little bit? So instead, we were thinking like, what if you have a link to a creature, an animal, but the idea is it's less of an attack animal, more of a mount that you have, kind of a thing. But the idea is you have more of like a spiritual connection with this animal, and through that link it grants you specific abilities and enhancements, or things along those lines to encourage mount riding. It's kind of like the general idea, I guess you could say.
Yeah, that's basically what we're doing. All right, so we did it. Good job, guys.
All right, see you guys in a week.
Nah, but this will probably require a couple things to go and really flesh it out, because Rangers are hard to write stuff for.
To make them feel cool, unique, and all that, yeah.
So the thing we're struggling with the most right now is, what do we call your mount?
Your bonded ride. We had Spirit Cavalry, but I don't love the name of that. I think we could definitely come up with a better name.
I like it was Rangers Cavalry, not Spirit Cavalry.
Oh yeah, Rangers Cavalry.
And I kind of like, I personally like Rangers Cavalry.
I think it's definitely the best one we've come up with. Rangers Cavalry.
Because I don't want it to just be mount.
Right. Go to, you could call it your bonded companion, bonded cavalry, bonded.
I think Rangers Cavalry sounds better than Bonded Cavalry.
Yeah, Rangers Cavalry does sound better than bonded cavalry. Your bonded guardian. What it's called.
Well, the biggest thing is, like, none of those things explicitly say mount. They explicitly say this is the thing that you ride.
I know, but like it doesn't have to be called that. You could just say like reference it being like your companion kind of a thing, and then just say, and then through the other ones, it's like, oh, you get benefits for being able to ride it, or things along those lines.
It's like, yeah, but the thing is, we want to.
What's another? Sorry, finish what you were gonna say.
Yeah, but we also want something that's going to be very clear and advertise it well, because that's why the Cavalier Ranger or the Cavalier Fighter is such an unpopular subclass, is because it does not advertise itself well. Where it does not advertise itself well because it's called the Cavalier, but none of its stuff directly benefits mounted combat. Or none of the stuff is directly related to mounted combat. It's just some things that happen to be useful sometimes when you're mounted. Where it's like, no, we want this one to be strict and clear. This is the ranger that is mounted on a mount. I know we call it the Outrider, but still. Want it to be set and clear so there's no false expectations on it.
Looking at synonyms, and I didn't know there was other some of these other definitions of what cavalry means. I'm like, I've never heard cavalry used in this way.
Are there any that stick out to you?
Not on those ones.
Well, my thing is, why do you not like Rangers Cavalry? Because I really do like Rangers Cavalry.
I don't dislike Rangers Cavalry. Like, I think it.
Rangers Cavalry.
Yeah, you sit around the table. I am going to summon my cavalry.
Let's keep it. Yeah. Let's keep it as that, and then if we think up something else cool, then we can address it. But I genuinely can't think of anything better, anyways. So I'm perfectly fine having it as that.
Even just Outrider's Companion could work too.
But I also like the point that Gavin made of like saying like, hey, this is a mounted class kind of a thing.
Yeah.
It definitely, I think that definitely achieves that goal for sure. Rangers Cavalry. Yeah, I say we stick with that. Rangers Cavalry. Beast of Burden. Moving into battle no matter the terrain.
Whoop. Alright, that's good enough. Okay, so we've got a much better starting point.
Yes.
So, now that we have that... let's go into the Rangers Cavalry stat block and tweak a few things.
Yep.
To make it a bit different. So, first things first... I would say, since it's something that you're writing, and you will have abilities to mitigate damage and attacks on your cavalry, let's lower that AC, because I don't think...
Probably like 11 plus
11
wisdom
plus wisdom, because that shouldn't be as good as that. HP 5 plus 5 times your ranger level.
I think that's still okay. What do you think?
So at level 20, 105 hit points? Or should we up that a little bit?
I mean, because you're able to resummon it, so I think that's fine.
Yeah, you're able to resummon it. Okay. So there we go. Alright, and then let's go like this. So mounted movement, you can immediately... Mount your cavalry when you summon it. Or the cost of 5 feet of movement when you mount it after it is already summoned. You can ride your mount as long as it is the same size or larger than you are. When mounted, the speed of the mount replaces your own speed, and you can move as such at no additional cost. Any effects that increase your speed, such as a long strider spell or mobile feat, extend to your mount as well as long as you are mounted atop it. So... speed of the...
And I think we could alter the wording a little bit to put more emphasis, like, due to you being linked to this. I don't know exactly when to add that versus just pure mechanics.
No, you'd want to do it at like the top right here.
At the top part.
Not in like the actual abilities for the most part.
Right.
But let's focus. Yeah. And then Cavalry. Extend your Cavalry. This sounds like an organ.
Well.
I've got an infected Cavalry. Okay.
Summon a mount beneath you, allowing you to ride into battle. The cavalry counts as a beast, and you choose its form when you summon it.
Yep. So, what we want to do is, okay. So we want to do as a bonus action. You magically summon
Your cavalry.
Your cavalry beneath you. Why is... Oh my gosh. I'm so dumb.
What?
It's cavalry. I was like,
oh,
why doesn't it sound right? Cavalry.
Rangers cavalry.
I'm just gonna do this. I was like, why is it only going caps locked? Because I'm stupid.
That would also explain why my synonyms were being all weird. I'm like, this is not what I was expecting.
Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Allowing you to write it.
English, am I right?
And then we'll go like this. All right. The cavalry remains until it is killed or you die. Until it is killed or you die. Yeah, until it's killed or you die. You can... There we go.
While we're fixing the typo, the name of the spell itself.
I did. I just have to save it.
Okay.
Yeah. Once summoned.
Cavalry beneath you, allowing you to ride into battle.
We'll go like
cavalry
this.
remains
Once summoned, the cavalry remains until it is killed or you die. And
can you control it while you're unconscious?
I feel like it would have a bit of a mind of its own.
I would say, given your link, you should be able to. I think that'd be interesting.
But
unique little ability.
Yeah, but hold on. Let me finish this up, and you can teleport it to your position using an action, so long as it is on the same plane as you.
Nice.
So yeah.
Which means having to leave it out here for some subterfuge. All right, we need a quick getaway.
Yeah. But it's a bonus action to basically create it, but an action to bring it to you. So you can't
If it's already summoned.
Yeah, so you can't just, like, so you can't just be like, going and then bonus actioning on every turn every time you get dismounted. Bonus action to bring it back, kind of a thing. You actually have to try and position cleverly.
Mm-hmm. Allow you to ride into battle.
Actually, if it just remains, we could just do as an action. I would say that's fair, just having it as an action.
Yeah, because it's just there indefinitely.
Yeah, if it was limited time, I'd definitely say bonus action. But because it's there permanently as an action.
And then you can put, if the creature dies, you can expend a first level spell slot to resummon it.
Yeah, first level higher. You can do this. Alright. Or actually, as an action, you may actually summon your cavalry read through it, allowing you to ride it into battle. And we go like this. So once per long rest, as an action, you can magically summon your cavalry beneath you, allowing you to ride it to battle. There we go. We can just get rid of the allowing. Summoning beneath you.
Well, I guess we could do
must
beneath you or 5 feet within 5 feet of you.
Or within 5 feet of you. And must use a first level spell slot or higher to summon. Actually, let's just go like this. We'll go like this. Actually, I think I know a better way. Alright, so as an action, and then
you may do this once per long rest.
Yeah, so once you use this feature, you must finish a long rest, or spend a first level spell slot or higher to
resummon
it again. Once summoned, the cavalry remains till it'll die, and you can teleport to position using action as long as it is on the same plane as you. There we go. That's a better way to word
I like
it.
that.
Mm-hmm.
If you are within 5 feet of you, once you use this feature,
And we can just go like this. Boom. Okay.
Mounted movement, cavalry when you summon it, or at the cost of 5 feet of movement when you mount it after it is already summoned. You can ride your mount as long as it is the same size or larger than you are. When mounted, the speed of your cavalry replaces your own speed, and you can move as such at no additional action cost. Any effects that increase your speed, such as long strider spell or mobile feat, extend to your cavalry as well, as long as you are mounted atop it. As far as how does the mobile feat work again? Is it just 10 feet of extra movement?
10 feet of extra movement, and then you get an extra thing like when you attack the creature you attack can't take opportunity attacks against you.
Okay.
But basically any extra movement, if you're mounted, goes to your cavalry.
So my question would be: is if I get hasted, is my horse gonna have double? Cool. I love it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Your any movement speed increase that is on you, regardless of what it is, if your speed is increased beyond its base level, then everything goes to your every speed increase goes to your mount as well.
Okay. And then in the Soul Link one, but the other level 3, just like some of the passives you get, that's where we can kind of explain or I like the idea of like the flavor of thanks to the soul link, that's how the speed increase happens. That's how you're able to ride it if it's the same size as you. You know, like little things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of give it some of that flavor. That's definitely more flavor than mechanic stuff.
Yeah.
But I think that will definitely like really give it a little bit of that crunchy oomph.
Yeah, because we can go like this. When you take this subclass at 3rd level, your soul binds to a powerful steed. To a powerful steed, and you gain benefits. You and your mount gain benefits. This is flavor text.
Yeah.
When you are riding atop it.
As your souls have become.
As your souls have merged to become one, unlocking their potential.
Will bind to a powerful steed, and you and your mount gain benefits when you are riding atop it.
Okay.
I like it.
So we got mounted movement, mounted combat, and then
shares your initiative. I like that.
Yep.
The mount shows your initiative and it acts on your turn when you are not mounted. It can. Should we say the cavalry?
The cavalry. The cavalry shares your initiative and acts on your turn when you are not mounted. And it can only take the dodge, dash, and disengage actions. While you are mounted, you can use a bonus action to command your mount to attack or stampede. Dashing, dodging, and disengaging will cost your action when mounted. Will cost your action when mounted, and the effects of those actions will disappear if you mount your cavalry during the same turn that it used that action.
Wait, action addition will cost your action when mounted, and the effects of those. Oh, it sounds like the way you did it, like I did it.
Yeah, and the effects of those, and
if your mount took those actions and you mount it after.
Your cavalry.
Yeah.
Cavalry.
Dude, we're gonna be fixing that every time.
Takes any of those actions. The effects of those actions will disappear if you mount your cavalry during the same turn it used that action.
Yep. So you can't get off, dodge, get on, get off, dodge, get on.
Yeah.
We finish a longer sequence of
and then we can
get rid of that.
Yep. That's doubling up. Okay. So, medium beast can be large.
Large at level 11. I like that still.
There we go. AC 11. Hit points 5. Speed 40. And then 40 swim at level 7. And 40 fly at level 11. And then...
Still like that.
I feel like at the highest level... Because... I think Rangers get like an 18th level ability. Should part of the 18th level ability they just get super fast? Like their base speed increases. Your mount speed increases by 20 feet at level 18.
No, theirs is 3, 7, 11, and 15.
15. Okay. So at level 15, do you think they should their speed just increases to 50?
Possibly. We'll work our way up to it and then kind of see if we want to do it. Depends on if we do like another really cool ability or anything. I definitely like the idea of it as a base.
So, another thing I was thinking of. with this, let's lower the Constitution to lower the Constitution just to 14. It's the same modifier. Lower the Strength to 12. Actually, no. We'll keep the Strength at 14, but basically, we're going to increase the Dexterity to 16. Because this thing should be nimble and fast.
Right.
And let's decrease the Wisdom
To 12.
to, let's decrease the Wisdom to 12. Because this isn't like the other thing where it's going to be doing any of the tracking or anything like that.
Right.
So
I can get behind that.
yeah. And then Outriders Bond. So we got that. Okay, actions. And Cavalry's Strike. Alright. Your choice when you summon your mount. And we can do this. Mounted only. Stampede. Mounted only.
Yep. If your cavalry moved at least 20 feet.
Yep, if you're... I don't know why I deleted moved.
I was going to ask. But...
I was like, wait, hold on. What did I just do?
At least 20 feet
I just worked so many days in a row, and they've all caught up to me now. Now that I'm finally done, my body's like, all right, you can be done now. All right,
you go to 8 plus your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus, or be knocked prone or pushed away 10 feet. Your choice.
And then I was thinking another thing that we can do for probably like the level 7 feature is we can double up with this moved at least 20 feet straight toward a target. For the later level, if you move 20 feet straight toward a target, your attack rolls or your next attack roll on that target also has advantage. So it's like a charging strike. So something that you can get. And so you could... I
like it.
So you could go stampede, go towards it, get advantage, hit it, and then use the stampede as well, knock it prone, or knock it back, kind of a thing.
It encourages you to be moving and charging and all that.
Yeah, I like it. I like
that a lot.
Yeah.
And
definitely, I would say at level 7.
Yeah. And I was thinking another thing is there definitely shouldn't be an immunity to opportunity attacks, but I was also thinking at a higher level letting the at a higher level giving opportunity attacks a disadvantage against when mounted, because it's like so you can kind of drive by, so to speak.
Yeah, I think something along those lines is definitely interesting for sure.
So I think this is good enough for now.
For now, let's change the other level 3 and let's call it Soul Link.
But first, let's go like this: Rangers, Cavalry, Summon, Edit.
Yeah, let's fix the words.
Edit, and it is a action reset type. Long rest.
And then the up at the top, change the name.
Yeah, let me also go like this.
Copy that.
Yeah. I don't think we don't need to copy the stat block, just the just this.
Yeah.
So copy, and then let's fix this as well. Paste. And then we can whoop. There we go. Save. Okay. So, edit. And we can go like this. Whoop. Paste. What? That was shift.
V.
Boom.
Although, isn't this the button that will appear on your actions page?
Yes.
Then we do want to have the stat block on there, because that's how I access as the Drake Warden.
Yes, you are right.
That's how I look at to see what my Drake's stats are.
You're right. Yep. Whoop.
All right, and then did you fix the name of it too up top? Nope.
Nope, I did not. So what is Calvary?
Let's check. Calvary definition. The location of Jesus' crucifixion. Huh. A cause of great suffering.
Look, you want to?
It caught me off guard.
You want to play our new Ranger subclass? What can you do? You get a summon where Jesus is crucified.
Yeah. Spelling matters, people.
Oh
Spelling
my
matters.
gosh. Oh my gosh, that is so funny. That
was
so
the number
funny
one
to
answer.
me. Oh man.
Yeah, that makes so much more sense, because when I was looking at synonyms, I'm like, these are all like really negative words, even for the nouns. I'm like, I'm so
suffering
confused.
and things like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. Then.
Remember, change the name.
And then this is general. Cheers. Cavalry. And this one is the teleport one. So what should we call this one? Rangers Cavalry. The Whistle.
What's the other one called? Summon?
Summon. Whistle.
Okay. Whistle. What's the word for, like, to bring something to you?
Summon.
Apparate.
Call Steed.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
Call Steve.
Hey, Steve, can you go get my cavalry, please?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I just had one of those weird like connect the dot trade of thoughts, you know?
Uh-huh.
And basically what it was like, what if we eventually made a subclass, and the subclass is basically the subclass of I know a guy.
Right.
Where it's like, I know a guy that could do that. Oh, believe me, I know a guy. So you
and
do.
Your trick is you have a bag of holding with a lot of air holes in it, and you just pull people out.
Yeah, you literally. It's like you do, none of your abilities you do yourself. You get somebody else to do it for you.
I mean, I kind of already had that as being the being Deland.
Oh yeah, being the Phantom Rogue.
Yeah, being the Phantom Rogue, I could summon dead people to and learn their skills. So I did know a guy. I knew 8 of them. Well, it's 7. I was the 8th.
So you knew eight guys.
7. I knew 7 guys.
No, you didn't understand yourself that well.
Nope, not at all.
Okay, so we got that. We got the Most Modern Rangers Cavalry. All right, and then what did you want to call this one? Soul Bond?
Soul Link.
Soul Link. All right, and then we'll go like this. Your soul has bonded with your cavalry, allowing you to perform. Or actually, granting you access to special abilities and maneuvers while mounted.
As your souls have become one. Not one.
All right. Range attacks do not gain disadvantage from being in close range. I like that. We'll
I still
keep
like that one.
All right. Any creature you has any creature you attack has disadvantage on attacking disadvantage on attack rolls against your mount until the end of your next turn.
I would say start. The start of your next turn.
Till the start of your next turn. And this effect activates even if your attack is a miss.
I think it would be good to kind of reiterate with the other one, like the mounted movement stuff. Because it's like, yeah, we did go into the mechanics of it, but this is also a good time to explain that any speed buffs to you apply to your mount while you're atop it.
Yeah, reiterate.
Yeah.
Cavalry, there we go. So, but how do you think of that? Any creature you attack has disadvantage on attack rolls against your cavalry till the start of your next turn. This effect activates even if your attack is
Now, is it attempted
misses.
attacks or is it? Yeah, I think it should be successful attack.
No, I think it should be an attempted attack because swashbuckler's fancy footwork works even if you miss. They can't take an opportunity attack against you even if you miss. Because here's the thing: if you're looking at it,
you're distracting it.
Yeah. Regardless if it hits, if they block your attack, they're still blocking your glaive or your arrow or whatever the crap you're hitting them with.
Yeah.
All right. You have advantage on any ability checks or saving throws. To remain mounted, and any increases to yourself. Any increases to
your speed.
To your speed, whether they be granted through spells, feats,
or
abilities are also granted to your cavalry while mounted.
You are mounted. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
While mounted. And then also
the nice thing
you are able to ride your mount if it's the same size or larger.
Yes. And you are able to ride your... Actually, that shouldn't be under these benefits. It should be up here. So starting at level 3, you can ride your cavalry as long as it is the same size or larger than you, and you gain the following benefits when mounted on the Ranger's cavalry. The nice thing about...
So then that way, if I get hit with an enlarged spell, I can't be on it.
The nice thing with these ones is there's no, like, special actions or anything.
That is a way to counter this. You're doing a fight in an arena with another player. I'm going to cast Enlarge on him so he can't ride his mount.
Oh!
He's doing an extra 1d4.
That's actually, like, super smart, though.
Yeah.
That's actually just, like, a good...
That's brilliant.
That's actually just a good thing, even for, like, Even for just like
Fighting anything mounted.
anything mounted. It's like, I'm gonna make you bigger than you mount. And just like, could you imagine you're fighting like a cowboy? You make it big, he crushes his horse, and he's like, buddy, no!
All right, we're gonna put that in my back pocket.
Don't get any ideas, Wayne.
I can do what I want.
Well, one thing's for certain though, Reikos ain't multi-classing into this.
Yeah.
Activate the cloud rune. No.
And then in the snippet, do you want to update that?
Oh, yep. I feel like this can be formatted better. So, what if we did that?
Did what?
Or we like make it like a bullet point?
Oh, I can't see bullet points. I'm like, I can read the general thing, but it's I think bullet points are good.
Yeah. Boom. Okay, there we go. Now this has some flavor and is a little bit more useful. See, there we go. Now this, even though we barely changed anything, we gave it a soul. We did it.
I know it feels like it's purposeful.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like, oh yeah, this is the Mount Ranger.
Right. Yeah, I already like this a lot more.
Oh, this is so much better.
We're making too many cool classes, though. Now I'm going to have a hard time picking which one. But I'm probably just going to be using our classes from now on.
Andrew, we'll be playing Dungeons and Dragons for so many years that...
and we're going to keep coming up with more and more.
It's just, you're never going to be able to play everything.
Nope. I'll just die every episode.
Okay, Kenny.
No, I'm good. I don't want to. I want to live longer than 11 days.
Okay. So, next we have the level 7 abilities, which I like Bentley's name, Lead the Charge. We're keeping that.
Yep.
Okay. So, Lead the Charge.
Learn to maneuver your cavalry
with expert precision and speed, allowing you to weave through the battlefield.
Gains a swim speed. Yep.
Equal to its walking speed. And starting level 7, you gain the following benefits when mounted. I'm going to put WoW mounted. You gain a bonus to your initiative equal to your proficiency bonus, and you and your mount have advantage on attack rolls against creatures that have not taken their first turn yet.
I love that. I absolutely love that. We definitely I don't want to change anything with that.
Yes, and then you can now use your bonus action to command your mount to disengage. And the effect extends to you as well. Do we want that or permanent? Do we want bonus action disengage, or do we want the?
Does the stampede? Because we said that it takes your turn the same as you. Does it have its own action, or are we using our bonus action to make it attack?
It's using your bonus action to make it attack and stuff.
Okay. And so doing the stampede is a bonus action then?
Yeah, is a bonus action.
Okay. So you can't do the disengage and the stampede on the same turn.
Yes, unless you use your action to disengage, which you can still do. But
yeah. Okay, so what were you going to say then?
Oh, basically, do we want this, where you can disengage as a bonus action to clear the distance? Or do we just want to not have that and just have opportunity attacks have disadvantage against you? I'm thinking this would be a bit more balanced. The bonus action disengage would be a bit more balanced, because that prevents you from being super spammy, I guess.
Right.
So you got to be smarter about it. So you can't be knocking things prone every single turn, without other things. But you can't be charging every single turn. You got to disengage, reposition, and then next turn you can do it.
I like the disengage.
Okay.
I think I like the disengage more.
Okay. And then let's put the dashes right here for bullet points. All right, and then we had when a creature makes an attack roll against you or your mount, you can use your reaction to move up to half your speed after the effects of the attack are determined. This movement does not provoke opportunity attacks. So you can use your. So you also have a reaction to do that, but you will still take the hit.
Yeah.
So
Which
is
I
where
like
the
that.
balance comes from.
I like encouraging the movement.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah, because this is a subclass that should not be holding still and swinging their weapon.
Right. Well, and think about it too. If you're going against a boss that has multi-attack, hits you once, I'm going to use my reaction to get away. Now it has to close the distance if it wants to hit you again.
Yeah, so let's go like
And if it
this.
doesn't, you're either out of range or you can, so I'm like, I think that could be a lot of fun.
And
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that's just a solid level 7. What was the other thing we were talking about doing at level 7?
oh, it was the opportunity attack thing.
It was the opportunity attack. Okay.
Activation type, bonus action.
Well, I mean,
Well mounted.
were we doing the bonus initiative?
Yeah, that's on there.
Yes. Yeah.
Well mounted.
The
you
bonus
can disengage
initiative,
with a-
and you get advantage against things that have not gone yet. A little bit of meta playing.
There we go. Yeah, assassin gets something similar, and
And you get the swim
so does a bugbear. Bugbears actually, they don't get advantage. They do an extra d6 of damage to creatures that haven't taken their turn yet.
Okay.
Okay, so there's our bonus action one, and then let's do the. Let's copy that. And add action. General. And. Cavalry's reposition. Activation type. Reaction. When a creature makes an attack roll against you or your mount, you can use your reaction to move up to half your speed after the effects of that attack are determined. There we go. Perfect.
Nice.
Should we give I feel like we this one, the move up to half your speed, I feel like this one should be limited use. Should it be based off your just your proficiency bonus?
Yeah.
Okay.
You use this however many times as your proficiency bonus,
So
and then must initiate.
reset type long rest.
Long rest.
Save.
So by level 7, that's 3 uses.
Yeah.
I have so many freaking maps.
So enough to be able to use it a good amount of times, but not so much that you can spam it every turn.
Right.
Number of uses 1 times your proficiency bonus. So yeah, 1 times your proficiency bonus. Save. There we go. And then the bonus action disengage. Should that have limited uses as well or nah?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Especially because they're not dashing the bonus action. They're not doing any of those. It's just a disengage. I think just letting them do it as a bonus action is fine.
Yeah. I feel like you should be able to dash as a bonus action at a higher level. So maybe at level 11 you can dash as a bonus action.
Yeah, that could be part
Yeah,
of
actually-
the level 15 stuff too that they get, because that would give them a lot more mobility.
Well, let's see. With the rogues, they just always have high dash and disengage. How does it work with monks? Do they have to use their key to do it?
They used to. I don't think they have to anymore.
Okay. So I'm like, I don't think it would be that overpowered to just say disengage or dash as a bonus action at level 7.
Maybe you can only dash in a straight line.
I mean, that's what the Stampede already does.
No, no,
Yeah,
no,
I
no.
don't see-
The stampede is if you move in a straight line towards somebody, you could do something.
Yeah, I know,
But you still have those other.
I wouldn't
20
want to
feet.
limit their movement with it.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay.
either.
I was just like imagining a horse doing that. Okay, so let's just go. To disengage
Dash or
or
disengage as a bonus.
dash. The effect extends to you as well.
Cavalry's.
Cavalry's maneuver.
Maneuverability. Maneuver.
Cavalry's maneuverability. While mounted, you can use your bonus action to mount to disengage or dash. Save. There we go. Okay, that's lead the charge done.
I like it.
Okay. So, now we're into brand new territory.
So, level 11, what are some things that will happen? So, first off, you gain the ability to fly.
Yep, second, your cavalry can be a large.
The cavalry can be summoned as a large. And then for flavor text, you could put you can have spiritual wings. It grows a pair of wings. You know, kind of to basically say it's. I obviously let them choose it how they want.
I would say just let them figure it out.
Yeah, because you could just try to be like, oh, I'm walking on air.
Yeah, I feel like it's more creative just to say you can fly now.
Yeah, and just let them figure out what it looks like. That's
because
fair.
I know there's gonna be that one DM out there. No, it says spiritual wings. You can't just run on the air.
I'm gonna cut those wings off. Right. Okay.
But so what do we call this? Improve. Just keep it simple. Do improved Soul Link.
What is the? You can call it quintessential bond. I don't know. Quintessence. I don't know what quintessence means. It just sounds right.
Okay, so bond with your cavalry strengthens further, allowing.
Okay, quintessential is not actually it's representing the most perfect or typical example of a quality or class.
Your bond with your cavalry strengthens further, allowing access to greater maneuverability.
Are we lagging?
And power. Not that I can see. It seems fine to me.
Let me see. Okay, cool. Everything on my phone and everything froze for a sec. But looks like we got some movement. Okay, I can see the stream again.
Yeah,
It was just frozen for a
It's just
sec.
your phone. Just your phone.
Well, it was my phone and the computer and everything. Everything in this area just like freaked out for a sec.
Okay. So allowing you greater maneuverability and control. That's good enough right there. Starting at level 11. You can choose to have cavalry be large when you summon it, and it gains a fly speed equal to its walking speed. There we go. All right.
I actually kind of like that name, Quintessential Bond. The perfect bond is basically what it stands for.
But wouldn't that be like the final thing? Wouldn't that be
Could
like
be.
yeah? Wouldn't that be more the final ability?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay.
We can save that for
Yeah.
level 15 then. Starting level 11, you can choose to have your cavalry be large when you summon it, and it gains a fly speed equal to its walking speed. Oh yeah, it's just good to greater
Yes.
maneuverability. What are some fun things to do while mounted?
Well, I was thinking one of the things this ability could do is both you and your mount speed increase by 10 feet. So it's like your bond extends a little bit even when you're not mounted. So you're slightly faster just because of nature, but then you're still faster on your mount.
Right. So yeah, I like that. Just an extra speed buff.
Mhm.
Yeah, because I'm like the options is like either a big interesting ability or a bunch of little bonuses kind of together.
Yeah.
I definitely like that.
Additionally, both you and your mount's speed increases by 10 feet.
Whether or not you're mounted.
10 feet, whether or not you are mounted.
But your creature does have to be on the same plane as you and be summoned. You don't get that bonus if it's not
As
summoned.
long as your cavalry is summoned.
Is on the same plane as you.
Summoned.
Same plane. Okay, definitely like that. Anything else?
Okay, modifier type. Bonus to speed 10. Save.
Okay.
Okay.
What else? At any point, do you think we should increase the damage of the kick?
Nah.
Just leave it always at 1d6?
Yeah.
'Cause what is it with the beast again? Because I think theirs just turns into force damage. It doesn't really increase in damage, right?
Yes, but they get extra attack.
1d8. That.
Because the thing is, the main thing to keep it separate, we want the beast, we want your cavalry to be doing more
Mount stuff.
more
rather
mount
than
stuff.
attacking.
We don't want it to be your main damage dealer. We want you to be the damage dealer, and the cavalry moves you about.
Oh yeah, didn't we say some kind of ability to let you attack with that was the thing we were missing, was letting you have advantage on attacks anytime you use the stampede ability.
Oh yeah.
Although I mean knocking them prone already
No,
gives you
No,
advantage.
it's not when you use the stampede ability. It's just when you move in a straight line towards a creature, you have advantage on your next attack roll.
I mean,
So,
I
yeah.
like that. I like
So,
that
yeah.
effect.
You also gain the following abilities when
Because this is like
mounted.
shaping up to be like one, you want to be a lot more intentional with your movement,
Yeah,
and it incentivizes your movement, but you also have to be like
When you
strategic
move-
in the way that you move.
20,
Right.
Yeah,
For
so
bonuses.
when you move 20 feet or more in a I feel like lead the charge is still a pretty is still is finished. So let's do that. Let's do that advantage on this one. Just have it be one of the minor extra things you get.
Okay.
Because a fly speed is almost enough on its own.
Yeah.
Straight line towards a creature. Your next attack roll against it has advantage. And then I'd say let's do one more like extra little minor thing that you can do.
Hey, I'm
Did
getting
we
a phone
allow
call
them?
I need to take.
All right, cool.
Okay,
Uh,
I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Okay.
The one thing that we could potentially look into is like being able to see and hear, kind of like how like someone familiar does.
That's borderline useless though. The thing is you want to
True,
be on
because
your
you want to
mount.
be on.
Now
your
I
mount.
can see from 3 feet lower. That's like
yeah, good point.
that's like one of the worst abilities ever.
Yeah. I was just thinking like, oh well, they could be anywhere on the plane, you know. I'm like, no, but the whole point is to get them to you. That's where the benefit is.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe what you could do is like they are unaffected by non-magical difficult terrain.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, that
Specifically non-magical though.
are unaffected by non-magical difficult terrain. There we go. Boom, yeah, that easy.
Now what should we call it? What should we call it?
Paste that into there.
Enhanced Soul Link? Upgraded
Yes.
Soul Link?
Improved Soul Link. Just keep it simple.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got that. Boom, boom, boom.
Should we specify while mounted on the difficult terrain?
I have it underneath. You also gain the following
Oh,
abilities.
when mounted.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay. But the big pull for this one is a fly speed, which is insane.
Yeah.
Which is basically, you know, sorcerers, some sorcerers and stuff will get that a level before this, so it's not like it's most, but that's the thing. And some of those fly speeds are 60 feet, so it's still like not overpowered to have a 50-foot fly speed.
Yep.
Okay, then All right, and then it's just the 15th level of... Oh, wait. I forgot to change that. Want display order number 4. Okay. All right, and then... Let's see...
Quintessential Bond.
Quintessential
I really
Bond.
like that name.
Right.
Quintessential Bond.
Your bond with your cavalry has reached its full potential. As your souls have effectively become one. While together. Okay.
So we could increase
Starting
movement
at
by an extra 10
level
feet.
17.
15.
Level 15. You and your cavalry's movement increases by an additional 10 feet while your cavalry is summoned and on the same plane as you. Because this way, with the same plane, it gives a little bit of a thing to fight against it. Someone can banish it.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just going to save that real quick, just so I can do this before I forget, which is a modifier type.
Speed.
Speed. Fixed value 10.
That's speed reduction.
Speed.
Is it modifier? Or is it something else?
Yeah, I don't know. Why is it not there? Oh, no, I know what I have to do. Let me go like this. Go into here.
Oh, you got to go in and say, and then at level 15, like add a
Yep.
caveat to it.
And let me go like this.
Oh, it's bonus.
Okay.
That's why we got to click bonus and then. Okay.
That makes more sense. Okay. So
Quintessential Bond. Modifier bonus to speed.
and another 10. Save. Okay.
And we already said swim and fly equal to your walking. So that means you also have a 60-foot swim and a 60-foot fly,
Yep.
which is nice.
Yep. Okay. And what else can you get just passively? You can now use your let's see. Additionally, you can now use your cavalry's stampede ability without expending your bonus action. Without expending your bonus action.
I like that.
Once per turn.
Once per turn. Definitely like that.
Yep.
That way you can be pushing and doing the attack.
Yep. Okay, but this still has to be. This is like the big ones. So there still has to be like some. You gotta really want to take your level this high.
Right. Which let me look at some of these other ones, what they
Okay.
get.
While you're looking through that, keep the audience entertained while I use the restroom.
Right. Well, I'm like looking at these. So you got Beastmaster, they're level 15. When you cast a spell targeting yourself, you can also affect your primal companion beast with the spell if the beast is within 30 feet of you. So that's really nice. That's any spell targeting yourself, which you can cast up to level 5. At that point, I think you'd only have level 4 spells, but still. You can, and then for the Gloomstalker, you can cast Misty Step without expending a spell slot. You can do so a number of times equal to your Wisdom modifier, and you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. In addition, whenever you cast Misty Step, you can bring along one willing creature you can see within 5 feet of yourself. That's nice. Okay, that's really cool ability. I really like that for the... Actually, that's the Fey Wanderer. The Gloomstalker is different. Gloomstalker is the Shadowy Dodge. When a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can take a reaction to impose disadvantage on that roll, whether the attack hits or misses. You can then teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space when you see it. Nice. And then the Hunter, Superior Hunter's Defense. When you take damage, you can take a reaction to give yourself resistance to that damage and any other damage of the same type until the end of the current turn. So you just take half damage. It's really nice. Okay, let's see some of these other old ones. So let's go to Drake Warden. What do you get at Drake Warden? Perfected Bond. That's very similar. Empowered Bite, so it does an extra 1d6 damage. So for a total of 3d6 extra damage. The Drake goes to large size. When you ride your Drake, it is no longer prohibited from using the flying speed of Bond of Fang and Scale. Reflexive resistance. When either you or the Drake takes damage while you're within 30 feet of each other, you can use your reaction to give yourself or the Drake resistance to that instance of damage. You can use this reaction a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. And you regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest. Okay. Another resistance one then. Let's see this Horizon Walker. What do they got? Spectral Defense. Your ability to move between planes enables you to slip through the planar boundaries to lessen the harm done to you during battle. You take damage from an attack, you use your reaction. There's a lot of these subclasses. You get a ability to give yourself resistance. That's actually a very common theme. Different flavor, but a lot of them have that.
That's kind of lame.
Yeah, I know. It's like, I swear, like half of them have something along those lines. And then some of them are really cool. Like, I really like the Bond one of the Beastmaster. Anytime you cast, if your creature is within 30 feet of you, if you cast a single target spell or a self-targeted spell, it also affects your beast. There's other ones that give you like free teleports, and you can bring people with you. There's dodging and teleporting, different things like that. So, cavalry stampede without expending your bonus action once per turn. I like that. What else?
Let's see.
Oh, excuse me. One thing I forgot to ask, as far as like the swim speed and the fly speed, should you only be able to access those while it's mounted, or does it just always have it whether or not you're on it?
It always has it, because that way it can also get to you. Because
Okay.
imagine this, I'm just imagining how cool it would be to, like, let's say your ranger gets thrown off a cliff, but then or even if you're not the one, like let's say for whatever reason you're dismounted because the creature couldn't fall into space, but then you're fit in the space, but then your teammate gets shoved off a cliff, so you send your mount to go fly down and catch him, kind of a deal.
Right.
So yeah, no, that's just, it can move on its own.
Well, there's always the option of adding extra resistance to even magical difficult terrain as well. But I think we could do better than that.
Yeah.
Let's see, because so there's things we could do against saving throws and things along those lines. We could do. We could do some kind of special ability, but like, I'm trying to think what would be a fun thing to do that would be on theme.
Uh-huh. So we got
So like the Drake Warden at level 15, it becomes large. You can also fly it at level 15. Because it can fly on its own starting at level 7.
yeah.
But then you can fly with it at level 15.
Yeah.
It gets a total of 3d6 damage every time it attacks.
Which we don't want to focus on the damage part.
No.
But...
And then also you can use your reaction to give you and your Drake resistance to a specific damage type.
Okay. So... I'm trying to think.
Well,
Additionally, well, let's do this for the things that you can do while you are mounted. Additionally, you can now...
well, the nice thing
Yeah.
is you can disengage
turn.
and then immediately stampede
And
once per
you
turn.
can now use your bonus action to teleport your cavalry to you rather than an action. So you can use your bonus action if it's already summoned. Yeah, so this is the teleport to you thing.
Yeah.
But then... And then let's do the... Gain the following benefits while mounted. Okay, so... First thing...
Didn't we call it the summon cavalry? Or summon steed? Or what did we call that ability?
Call Steed.
Call steed?
Yeah.
Just to... Call steed. Ability.
Rather than an action. Alright. Gain the following benefits while mounted. So these are the ones that you can only do when you're riding your mount. What if we gave it evasion? Should we give it evasion? Basically.
Well, what? Let me pull up the feat for the mounted combatant again, because I think it has something along those lines, like similar to it. Wait, let me pull it up real quick. Let me see. Game rules. Let's go to feats. Open like a new tab. Go to mounted combatant. So, nice thing about mounted combatant. The ability score mounted strike. While mounted, you have an advantage on attack rolls against any unmounted creature within 5 feet of your mount that is at least one size smaller than the mount. Leap aside. If your mount is subjected to an effect that allows it to make a dexterity saving throw to take only half damage, it instead takes no damage if it succeeds on the saving throw and only half damage if it fails. So if you take that feat, you already get that. Which, I'm like, if you're going to be getting this, you're going to be getting the mounted combatant.
True.
I'm like, obviously people don't have to, but like, this is the time to use it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then while mounted, you can force an attack that hits your mount to hit you instead if you don't have the incapacitated condition. Those.
Okay.
Now that is just your mount. It doesn't say you.
Yeah.
So.
But let's see.
It shoots a laser beam out of its butt.
What if just straight up your speed can't be reduced?
Speed can't be reduced.
Your speed cannot be reduced.
Well, in what context?
Going through difficult terrain, getting hit with the frostbite cantrip.
Because I'm like, there's a lot of things that reduce your speed to 0, or a lot of spells that do things along those lines. Or like, what about like incapacitated or?
Well, incapacitated is a whole nother thing.
Or if something grapples the horse.
Yeah, your speed cannot be reduced by any amount. Unless it is reduced all the way to 0.
Speed cannot be reduced by any amount.
So if they want you to slow down, they've got to completely immobilize you. But difficult terrain? Nah. Spirit Guardians? I'm going to take that damage, but you ain't going to slow me down.
Right.
You got, So
none of this half speed stuff. Like, for instance, if you're... Because I think grappled, you go
your
down
speed reduces to 0.
Yeah.
So you can grapple it, but you can't... but I'm thinking it more of... less of a I want to get away kind of a thing. Because, yeah, you should be able to still grapple it and stuff. But I'm thinking more, I'm going to zero in on that mage that's been sniping us. Mage, slow down, slow down. Nope, you are not. I'm not slowing down whatsoever.
I like that. Yeah, that way it's like there's...
Effect reduces it all the way to 0. There we go. So your speed cannot be reduced by any amount unless an effect reduces it all the way to 0.
I like that. Because there's also a lot of things that have auras and different abilities that slow you down, and this lets you charge through it.
Yep.
What else?
Let's see. Additional speed. You can basically now do a really powerful thing. Action free on every turn, so long as you maneuver properly.
Like, that in and of itself is great.
Yes, I would say let's do one more thing. Let's do one more thing that you get when you're mounted, and then I'd say it's ready for playtesting for our group. So
Yeah.
what is one other thing, but it's still got to be a good thing, like not just some like, oh, that's neat. I want something that's like, ooh. What about this? You can move through the space. You can move through the space of any creature smaller than your mount, forcing them to make a... Actually, no. Without any action, that could get really overpowered really fast. I was thinking, like,
Especially
you can move through their space and trample them for, like, a little bit of bludgeoning damage or something, but then you could just be like, disengage! Ah! Just
Right.
run back and forth. So yeah, that'd get way too overpowered really fast. Really cool idea and concept, bit too strong.
Right. And we already got the stampede thing too, so those would synergize with each other.
Yeah, that'd be way too strong. Let's see.
You oh, if you
What if as an additional thing, your cavalry can also carry 2 creatures at once instead of 1. So you can ride and have like your wizard on back or something like that.
I like that. As long as it's large.
Instead of 1, as long as the second creature is smaller than the cavalry's size.
Okay, cool. So if it's medium, you get a small
because I feel
creature.
like you should be able to stick a gnome right on top of you, or
Right.
right next to you.
And if it's large, then you can have a medium.
Yeah,
I like that.
I would say yeah. Well, it can already carry like 1 person regardless if it's you or not. So I would say while you're mounted, while you are mounted, your cavalry can carry 1 additional creature so long as the additional creature
Is one size smaller.
Is of a size smaller. Of a size that is smaller than the cavalry's. There we go. That's a neat little thing.
Yeah.
Because that way...
And that sets it apart from the Drake Warden.
Yeah.
1 additional creature size. Do we want to put that at level 11 or keep that on the 15th level?
Let's put that at
level-
level 11.
Because level 11 is when you make it large.
Yeah. Let me go throw that on to level 11 real quick. Alright, what is another really cool thing that you can
I like
do?
the idea of the trample kind of a thing, or it's like, but I'm like, how to do it to where it's not busted and also not underwhelming.
Um,
So you can move 60 feet. Speed can't be reduced.
Then
Oh, something that would be interesting. Whenever you make a saving throw, oh, actually, no, that could be busted. Y- Your call on this. You can. It's almost like rolling with advantage, though. So that is kind of busted. If both you and your mount are affected by a saving throw, you can choose which roll.
yeah, that's
Apply to both.
that's way too busted.
You're right.
I would say
Because then you're basically
I
getting
would
advantage.
say-
Only if it targets both of you, though.
yeah, but on every kind of saving throw, like
It's a little intense.
yeah, if it was just
Basically any area of effect.
yeah, but because it's like, you know, doing synaptic static on you, that wouldn't make sense. Make an intelligence saving throw. Oh, my horse did it, so I'm fine. I know that we're like soul linked, but still. I'm like, but maybe a dexterity saving throw. Or
Because they already have it.
or how
sort of
about? Oh wait,
mounted.
duh. This is. Let's just stick with the theme of your movement. You cannot be moved against your will. you cannot be moved against. You cannot be moved against your will. Where basically.
So no force movement.
You can't be shoved. You can't be knocked away. You are steady. Unless you are forced to move. Well, let's see. You cannot be moved against your will unless the forced movement is the result of a mind-altering effect such as a charm. So basically, nobody is pushing your horsey around. So someone with the crusher feet? Alright, I'm gonna push him 5 feet. No, you ain't. But only when you're mounted. If you get knocked off your mount...
Mounted.
Yeah, if you get knocked off your mount, then... Whoo!
But I mean, you wouldn't be able to be knocked off your mount, would you? If you have that?
Yeah, you can.
How?
Get knocked prone.
But you says you can't be moved against your will.
You're not getting moved. You're getting knocked prone. Moved against your will is moved to another space.
Okay.
But getting knocked prone will force you to the other space, but you're also no longer mounted if you're knocked prone.
Okay, cool. And prone will knock you off your mount.
Yep. But basically is basically, unless I'm mind controlling you, I can't shove you around. Is basically what it's saying. It's like you will have insane. The thing with the subclass, you'll have insane mobility, and you're in control of your mobility at all times. Is basically what it is. So it's yeah. We can go. Does getting knocked prone knock you off of your mount? Yeah, if your mount is knocked prone, you can use your reaction to dismount as it falls and land on your feet. And then, yes, so if your mount gets knocked prone, you'll get knocked prone unless you use your reaction to do so otherwise. And if you're knocked prone, you get knocked off your mount. That's how it works. But because if it requires a saving throw to get knocked prone, the earlier ability will allow you to have advantage on it, but you can still get knocked prone. And here's the other thing. Getting knocked off your mount is not the same thing as your mount getting knocked prone. Because the mount, your cavalry does get a fly speed, but you want to know what it does not have? A hover. It does not hover, which means if your mount is flying and your mount gets knocked prone,
You fall.
yep, your mount falls.
Let's see. Go here.
We'll go like this. 0.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah.
So it says, yeah, if an effect is about to move your mount against its will while you're on it, you must succeed a DC 10 dexterity saving throw or fall off, landing with the prone condition, in an occupied space within 5 feet of the mount. While mounted, you must make the same save if you're knocked prone or the mount is.
Yep.
Okay.
So yeah, there's still ways that you can. So you can't move me to a new space, but you can knock me over and then get me off the mount. So it's really powerful, but especially even if you're flying, you're still in pretty significant danger if something's got the ability to knock you off your mount or knock your mount prone. Then that's gonna be high risk, high reward play right there.
Right.
But here's the really cool thing about it though. Your stampede ability, you can use your stampede while you're flying. So if a flying creature does not have a hover speed, so imagine this. You're fighting a dragon. All your party is stuck on the ground while this dragon's flying. You go and you stampede at that dragon and knock it prone, which reduces its speed to 0 when in the air, which makes it fall. So you can be the guy that's like, nope, I am the air control. I'm gonna make sure all my ground allies can hit these guys.
I like it.
Okay. There we go. We did it. The Outrider, it has a soul and it's powerful.
The one thing to note on here, by the way, it says controlling a mount. It says the initiative of a controlled mount changes to match yours when you mount it and moves on your turn as you direct it, and it has only 3 action options during that turn: dash, disengage, and dodge.
Yeah.
A controlled mount can move and act even on the turn that you mount it. In contrast, an independent mount, one that lets you. So my thing is it going to have its own action and its own bonus action, or
no? Only when you're not mounted, it'll only have its own action, bonus action.
I'm back.
Hello. You want to hear some of the changes we did?
Yes.
Okay.
So first to the level 11 ability.
Okay.
Because we were at the end of that one.
And we just finished. We just finished up. We're happy with it. We're ready to play test it. Okay.
Unless you have any random cool ideas.
Well, let's go over what you guys did while I had to step away.
So this is a level 11. So your bond with your cavalry strengthens further, allowing access to greater maneuverability and strength. Starting at level 11, you can choose to have your cavalry be large when you summon it, and it gains a fly speed equal to its walking speed. Additionally, both you and your mount speed increases by 10 feet. Whether or not you are 10 feet, whether or not you are mounted, as long as your cavalry is summoned and on the same plane as you. You also gain the following abilities when mounted. When you move 20 feet or more in a straight line towards a creature, your next attack roll against it has advantage. You are unaffected by non-magical difficult terrain, And your cavalry can carry one additional creature, so long as the additional creature is of a size that is smaller than the cavalry's.
So if it's large, you can carry a medium. If it's medium, it can carry a small.
So you can have your wizard riding on the back of your mount and everything.
And then I would also clarify your mount's disengage applies to this creature as well.
Yes.
Okay.
So your mount's disengage applies to this creature as well. There we go. That's a good call. So that's the level 11 ability. I think that's solid. That's a lot of things you
That
get.
is a lot. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay. And now the final one, which Andrew has named quintessential bond. Quintessential bond. Just kidding.
You can't tell me what I can and can't do with my horse.
Subclass than I expected. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing.
Okay. So, your bond with your cavalry has reached its full potential as your souls effectively become one while together. Starting at level 15, you and your cavalry's movement increases by an additional 10 feet, while your cavalry is summoned and on the same plane as you. Additionally, you can now use your cavalry stampede ability without expending your bonus action once per turn. And you can now use your bonus action to use your call steed rather than an action. So yeah, once per turn you can now, you can stampede for free, which on its own is an insane ability. But then you also get these. You gain the following benefits while mounted. Your speed cannot be reduced by any amount unless an effect reduces it all the way to 0.
That's really cool.
So yeah, you can't. So no ice or anything will slow you down, but you can still get like grappled and held on to reduce
any
it to
kind
0.
of difficult terrain doesn't affect you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll still
Nothing.
take the damage from it, but it's not going to slow you down.
And then
the other one is you cannot be moved against your will unless the forced movement is a result of a mind-altering effect, such as a charm. So they can brainwash you to move you where they want to move you, but they can't shove you around.
So we put neither of you, so then that way.
Yes.
I mean, it
Neither
says
of you-
wall mounted.
True.
Yeah.
But just to put on there, like,
I mean, to me, I think it makes sense.
Yeah. Because it's like you're basically one.
Yeah,
that.
you only get that benefit while you're mounted. Like that makes sense.
I'm pretty sure that's kind of implied.
Right. The other thing,
because the thing is, if we specify it as neither of you, then that means all the other effects only you get, kind of a thing. So we can just put you and your cavalry gain the following benefits while mounted.
I think you and your steed just.
Well, we call it the cavalry.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
That's the creature's name. Okay.
Is there anything else it should be able to do?
I think
15?
being able to knock things prone, action free, as long as you move towards them, is an insane ability.
That's like a super strong.
Yeah, and this is the peak.
And
right.
And you can do it once per turn without expending your bonus action, so you can like stampede and prone something, right? And then
do it again on something else.
Do it again on something else. Like
twice.
You can do that twice per turn.
Or bonus action disengage and then charge. Bonus action disengage and then charge.
Yeah,
knock it back. Yeah, because you can knock it back a couple times.
It is at level 15.
This is the pinnacle.
Strong, but I think that's like super freaking cool.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
So yeah, I don't think this needs anything extra. This is really powerful, And it's
it
like
really encourages the mounted side of
you're
things.
thinking, because it's like at first you're thinking it's just like, oh well, this could be game breaking with how strong it is. Look at the spells that spellcasters will get at 15th level. This will keep them on par with them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, Ranger needed something to make
Yeah,
them on
yeah.
par.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, question is as well, should any actually no, I think that would be too busted. I was gonna say, like, if you have, say I have someone on me, and then I summon it again, would that person teleport with it? But I'm like, no, that's like an infinite level teleport. That's way too much.
I think we don't have to worry about it right now, but I would say let's specify basically only when you do the summon thing, only the mount will show up, and anything that I guess it's wearing will like show up. So if you like armored it up for funsies or something. But yeah, that would be a bit too busted to.
And any non-living or
no, I'd say
No.
any specifically any equipment it is a carrying or wearing. No other creatures.
Yep. Yeah, no creatures.
Because that would be so busted. All right, everybody, put your hands on the mount. They're gonna sneak in, and we're gonna teleport the whole party in.
No,
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
That does not fit.
And it can
not
only
at all.
the thing is
Also, it can only carry it while you're mounted on it.
yeah, and it can only and the thing is the mount can only teleport to you from where it was before. You're not going to be teleporting around. You're going to be running around a lot.
I like it.
Okay. Well, we did it. We gave it a soul. I'm actually proud of it now. Because before I was like, I don't know, it's just not feeling it. I can't see any characters doing this. It felt like a list of mechanics rather than a subclass. It felt more like a series of feats is the best way I could describe it.
Yeah.
All right.
No, this feels a lot more like
A fun
like a
subclass with
actual
flavor and
subclass.
personality.
Yeah.
And just in time, too, given where we're going to be going in a couple episodes from the Paragon stream.
Spoilers. All right. But I think that is going to be everything. So let's go ahead and end it. Thank you so much for everybody who tuned in. Thank you to Tabletop Audio for allowing us to use the background audio to really enhance these streams. And if you feel so inclined, go ahead and support us on Patreon. You'll get exclusive Discord access, as well as, at the highest tier, a permanent discount on everything on our merch store. Speaking of our merch store, go check out our merch at D4Tress.com. And speaking of our patrons, thank you, D4 Fan and Brennan. Thank you. I don't know what this voice is, but yes, thank you very much. I didn't. It didn't pick it up, Andrew.
Ah, sad day.
Yes, quite very much. Thank you.
Mithers. D4
Thank you, everybody. We will see you all next week. All right. Bye-bye.